Welcome to another episode of Go Bros. I'm Philip.
And I'm Luke.
In this episode, we're actually going to review two apps. And the reason for this is they're from the same developer, and I believe it's a solo developer, and I want to say he did the entirety of both apps. Feel free, everybody, to correct me in comments if I'm wrong. But the two apps he developed that we're going to be looking at is their games. One's called Secret of Harrow Manor, and the other one is called The Blood Eclipse. And the reason that I wanted to review both of these together is they're pretty similar. There's some slight gameplay differences in The Blood Eclipse, which is the second game, that has a little bit different multiplayer aspects in it. And The Blood Eclipse also, I believe, has a sequel in development, Blood Eclipse 2. I don't remember if that's coming to the Go or not. But if you want to talk to the developer, of course, go to the Go community if you get these apps and you enjoy them. And you can chat them up and figure out what's all going on with these apps.
Well, let's dive on in. I'll put my headset on, and Philip, you'll put yours on, and you can show me the ropes.
Let's do it.
Hey. Okay. Good.
All right, as you can see, we got our headsets on. This is the first time I've ever done multiplayer on this one, and I gotta say, it's kind of a bit frustrating from a sitting standpoint.
Yeah. And I don't necessarily think it's a deal breaker for Go games, but keeping in mind you are dealing of a 3 degrees of movement device, that means that you should be able to do it sitting down. So developers, just so that you know, I already dock you 1 star if I can't turn around while sitting down. If there's not a way to do that with the remote, you automatically lose a star for me because, you know, I play this in a lot of places where I'm not in a swivel chair. And standing up doesn't work for a lot of my use cases. So right now I'm in a place where my character can't navigate very well. I'm stuck in a table. And we figured out how to move backwards, which is a swipe and left and hold, which again is not intuitive at all. Like, that is not moving backwards. There's a lot of better ways moving backwards could have been done. Moving your thumb to the left to move backwards seems not the right way.
Yeah, that is pretty counterintuitive. And I was talking to Luke, I'm not sure if this is gamepad compatible, but I think it's gamepad compatible. And a lot of people hate games that require gamepads. This does not require one, but if a gamepad is compatible, I think that significantly would help the movement. I guess I have mine over there. I could turn it on and try. But this is definitely a game that I have enjoyed solo player on. But I have never tried playing it while sitting down. I was always standing up because that walking backwards mechanic is pretty weird. There is no swipe left to swipe right, anything to adjust your turning at all. But let's go in and I'll create a new multiplayer game and turn the pages to select a code word, which I always want to swipe.
Even turning the pages, I feel like I have to swipe the wrong direction.
I feel that way too, and I thought that was weird in this game, but there was another game I played, not by the same developer, where the swiping's the wrong direction on that too. I feel like I should be swiping left because I'm turning the page from right to left, but no, to turn the page from right to left, I have to swipe from left to right.
Right, which is not how, if I'm swiping on a piece of paper, I was moving my thumb the way it would move on a book. So if your UI is going to be a book, then my thumb should operate on the trackpad the way it would on a piece of paper to switch pages, and it doesn't. If this was a tablet or a screen, then it actually does make sense the way that they have it, because that is how you would scroll on a screen. But that's not how you scroll in a book. So I don't know.
Oh, did you just create a game?
Apparently I did on accident.
Because I just saw options pop up over there on the right.
Yeah,
so are you in it?
I am in a game, I think.
All right, so I'll come. Oh no, I think I just entered one. Oh dang it! I'll back out and join you. Hold on. How do I? How do I back out?
I cannot figure out how to walk again. Okay, here we go. Nope. Nope.
Back button, double tap to return to menu. I cannot return to the menu. It says double tap.
So my way of kind of turning around and cheating the system is to use the push and hold and reset what forward is on the app.
Oh, that's a good tip.
But it's not really working the way I wanted it to.
Oh yeah, it's not, is it?
So I'm just telling you, Mr. Developer who built this game, I know you put a lot of heart and soul into it, but I can't enjoy it if I can't get anywhere in the game. I still haven't figured out how to walk yet. Oh, there it is. It shouldn't be this hard to move around. Just say it. It should not be that hard.
And I'm gonna have to completely quit the game because I can't get back to the menu. It says double tap to get to menu, and I've double tapped everything, and it's not taking me back to the menu. So just to give this game a chance for us to review it, I'm gonna completely quit the game and then go try to join Luke's multiplayer room.
Swipe left to go backwards. That is so weird.
Swipe left and hold.
Oh, I'm back at the loading screen. I don't know how I got here. I'm back here again. I'm back at the multiplayer. I can load a game, or I can go to a new game. And I really wish this thing would stop showing up on my screen. This is making no sense to me. It keeps asking me if I want a compass or the flashlight, and I don't know why this menu keeps coming up because I don't ask for it. Probably because I'm trying to walk. And then
it thinks you're
walking motion is pull things out of your butt mode, and I'm like, I don't want these things.
Okay, so go ahead.
Not digging it. Okay, so what do you want to do? Should I open the virus? Oh gosh, I'm pulling that stupid flashlight again. Virus or a new game?
Virus. I'll find virus. This does take a long time to load the multiplayer. I don't know why. So there is no loading indicator, so that's kind of confusing a little bit. It's just this fog. I don't know if this slow loading time has to do with the most recent firmware or whatever update that Go has gone through that's made it garbage today.
I know. I think that this is a game. I can tell that once all the other games I've played, the new Oculus Go library screen is trash. Once I got the game open, the game worked fine. I'm having issues in this game and this game only.
All right, let's see if we can. Hey! Oh God! You scared me.
I wish I could see you, but I'm assuming you're behind me.
Oh wait, now I guess we're going to a new loading screen.
Is that you? Are you that lady who looks like a mannequin in front of me?
I guess I was gonna say that you seem too tall, but I guess my character is shorter than your character, which is pretty well done then, because you're just I feel like you're a taller person than me by looking at you.
But I mean, I don't know what my hands look like to you, but your hands do not look right.
Yeah, you were holding the flashlight pretty weird.
I mean, this I don't know if this is supposed to be a scary game. Can I just say, you in this game is all the fear I need right now. Like, if there's anything scarier than what I'm currently looking at, I won't be able to handle this game. Just so you know.
You know what this game reminds me of? It reminds me of you lifted that flashlight so seriously, but you're gonna shoot me in the face.
I am. I'm shooting you in the face with this flashlight because you're terrifying. You have death in your eyes.
I can't talk. Anyways, playing this game in solo mode, and even now, it reminds me a lot of very early PC games. Oh my God, your walk is so funny. Very early PC games. You know, very early PC games, they're all usually like on a floppy disk, no instructions. Graphics were similar to kind of like this, although I'm sure much different if we were to look back, compare side by side. And you just spent like hours trying to figure out how to even play a game. You remember games like that back on the PC?
Oh yeah.
This is kind of has a nostalgic feel to it because of that.
I mean, I'm still gonna tell you, what in the world? That's your walk? Okay.
Yeah, I was just saying, I saw yours.
So here's what I will say. We just recently reviewed a hockey game, and I know I kind of ripped into that really hard. After playing this game, I'm going to tell you what, the hockey game is still worse. Okay, just for the record. navigating the hockey game is still worse, but this one is not far away. I don't know where you went, but if you're going behind me, I will never see you again because I cannot go backwards. I can only go.
It really does need some type of swipe to turn. It's probably swipe right and hold. No.
Oh, you know what? It's left. Hold. Oh my gosh.
What is it?
It's the left side of the trackpad. Just push the left side of the trackpad to move forward. Swipe left to go backwards. Hold left. Why is the left part of the trackpad movement? That is so.
Well, holding down at all moves you forward. Holding down at all. Swiping and holding moves you backwards. But there is no way to turn without physically turning your body, which, I don't know if we can complain too much about that because the whole point of VR is not to be sitting on your butt, really.
Yeah, I strongly disagree with that. If I wanted, remember your audience, right? This isn't a Rift. This isn't a Vive. This is an Oculus Go. I only have 3 degrees of freedom. I honestly believe, working at a software company, I have a beautiful chair that my boss has provided for me, and it allows me to swivel. But if I wanted to play this anywhere else besides a swivel chair, I can't play. Like you're saying, this game can only be played in certain avenues. And I'm gonna tell you, if I'm in any of those avenues where I can play that, I'm not playing this. So
I want to disagree with you on your point about this is not a Rift, and that's kind of counter to your point because Rifts and Vives, you're tethered. You can get a tetherless way, but you're usually plugged into a computer, which actually kind of limits your ability to move around. Whereas in the Go, it's the whole untethered thing, and I feel like Oculus is kind of pushing developers, hey, take advantage of the untetheredness. So I'm not going to harp.
I still remember the tutorial. If you were to factory reset your device, remember the tutorial. The form you look at is sit down. That is the tutorial. It says to find a chair and sit. That is the tutorial for how to use a Go.
You're right.
That is part. So developers, if you're making me stand up to play your game, again, that's a problem. And in this case, you have this whole trackpad. Other developers have figured out how to make people move in a game that are intuitive. Either make it to where I can flick my wrist to rotate, but give me a way to move around the game from my seat. You're limiting who can play your game, when they can play your game. That's the whole point of the Go for me, was I could pick it up and put it on whenever I wanted. But if you're gonna put constraints on me as far as where I've gotta be, what kind of chair I gotta have, if I can stand or not, before I can actually play your game, if I have all those constraints anyway, I might as well go get some other console.
Yeah, what this could improve this is just think about Slightly Heroes. We reviewed that earlier the other day. Was that today? Well, video is probably weeks from this one. They have the ability for you to turn just by rotating your wrist. Even that would be somewhat helpful in this game. So I don't even think we're probably going to play this.
I don't figure. Is it a game, or are we just looking around? Is this one of those face your fears games, or is there an actual objective?
The objective, I think, is to clear every room in the house. You're basically trying to figure out what happened to some lost person. So you look around the home, you'll find like guns and bullets, and you'll run across zombies. Now, the zombie hearing don't. What'd you say?
I'm just trying like my flashlight. The doesn't do anything. Like how far I can see without the flashlight, and then when I turn the flashlight on, it doesn't increase my range at all as far as how far I can see. Like I'm looking at the ground in front of me, and that darkness that's in front of me does not get any less dark when I point the flashlight at it.
Yeah, the flashlight, I don't quite understand. It does make things brighter, but you don't need it. I don't know. I haven't played enough solo to know if it really makes a difference later on. It's so funny watching you walk, though. You're kind of like squatting and sliding.
So
I just wish we could
turn zombies at some point.
No, there definitely is, but you have to go find them, and you can hear the zombies, which kind of gives you that kind of fear.
I'm still equipped to handle a zombie.
Which is like why you walk around the house and you'll eventually find like guns.
Gosh, you are terrifying.
See?
Oh my gosh! If there's anything in this game more terrifying than your character right now, I will be blown away. You are the most terrifying thing I've ever seen. I hope I'm not this scary, but you are terrifying.
I don't know what I look like, so I'll have to wait until I edit the video to see. But you're pretty scary too.
Freaking terrifying. Oh my goodness, I ran into that in the middle of the night. And I don't know if it's just the position of your mouth or the fact that you always say ah, and your eyes don't. I don't know. It's like you're a mannequin that's been a very poorly built mannequin.
Let's leave this game and go check out his other game, because that is the one that's played more and I think has more development in it. And I'm pretty sure that has, well, maybe I could be wrong, because on both of these games I played standing up and just turning to change my movement. So let's go see if you like that one any better.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, so as you can see, we are in the what's the name of this game?
The blood something.
We said it at the beginning of the episode. Anyways, we're in the second game, which it looks identical to the first game in every aspect. Also, the controls are the same. So to give it a fighting chance, I got my Matricom controller out, and I can turn with one of the joysticks. So I can play sitting down, but only with the controller. Gamepad.
Boo.
I think the difference between this game and the previous one, even though all the graphics seem identical, is this one doesn't have a story. I think this one is centered pretty much around like a multiplayer, I think deathmatch style game. So I'm going to host a game, Luke, so just wait for something to show up in that join game spot. I can't turn the pages with my gamepad, so I think I have to turn the pages. Here we go. You should see a file come up that says Spider.
Okay, waiting for it.
And now this time, instead of being
Can we just say how weird it is that I can see further? I have more light in my periphery than I do in front of me. Like, how does me moving my head change the lighting in the room? So bizarre.
Yeah, the lighting mechanic is definitely not realistic. Playing solo player in the previous game, The Secret of Harrow Manor, I kind of dug it. It also makes folks who don't have their VR legs yet, you're going to get less motion sickness because it's free movement, not teleportation. But definitely not realistic lighting. So, I'm a bit confused.
Okay. That makes two of us. No, there's nothing on the table in front of join game.
How about now?
Nothing. Still nothing.
Turn the pages to select a code word to start your multiplayer game. All right, I'm going to try Ghost.
And then you have to set the book down after you do that.
I did. The whole room went dark like it wants to do something. And now I can't move.
Which one did you pick?
I did Spider and then I did Ghost. You don't see anything?
Nope.
Did the gamepad, introducing the gamepad, break this? Because now I just have black nothingness.
Well, I mean, you're not missing out. That's basically what I got.
Oh man. I guess I'll try. Luke, you try hosting a game, and I'll try coming back in and joining.
Okay, I'm gonna host. I'll do Spider.
All right, so I'm gonna just not use my gamepad, and I'll just try to use the controller, just in case somehow the gamepad confused it.
Oh, look at all those instructions. Okay. Triple tap jump. Yeah. Sorry, those actions are ridiculous. Sorry.
And one thing, when you open this, it gives you a nice big view of how to move. But if you missed it and you're in the game, you now have to move to go find the instructions because the instructions are way over here on the left-hand side. And
I just, it's so weird. The lighting mechanics and me moving my head, it's so bizarre. I mean, that is so bizarre. Anyway,
so you created a game?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it.
Well, I think we know how to rate that then on a social aspect.
Like there's region, it says auto region. Maybe we should have picked the region we were in because maybe it put you in a different region. Than me or
Okay.
something. Oh wait, there it is. I just rotated through the regions, and now I see your spider kill them all.
Oh my goodness, I'm really getting tired of this flashlight showing up.
All right, so now my screen's going black again. Does that mean it's loading? I need an indicator.
Well, you know, I think the black. So I can tell when you join because it freezes my entire display. That's disconcerting.
So there you were. I'm gonna sneak up on you, behind you now.
What?
So, oh my, are you a woman? No,
Well,
maybe you do. But your mouth is open in a position like you in a previous life were a sex doll.
that's what you were the last game.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you're not looking much better than that now, but you know, nice chaps.
Let's see if we
I
can
do
get out.
think your slow-mo run's a little bizarre.
So I just picked up a gun.
Well, that seems like I should have one of those.
Oh, I got
I mean-
a flamethrower.
I can't figure out how to move. Okay, I have a gun. That was the gunshot, like for real?
No, this is my flamethrower.
Oh.
I can't stop it though. There we go. I had to put it away.
Ow.
So we have to
Okay.
leave this.
Okay, can we? I have a gun in my hand, right? I can see it.
Uh-huh.
People, I look at the wall. I am shooting my gun, and it shoots light out at the wall. It's a freaking flashlight.
Yeah, it does that. Because you don't have two hands, when you switch to a gun, it still shoots the light like it's a flashlight.
So then, how do I shoot the gun?
You should, is it double tap?
You're
I think it's a
telling
whole-
me that
I
I
think
have
it's
a
a whole
gun in my
trigger.
hand, and I have a controller in my hand with the trigger, and the trigger doesn't shoot the gun.
Okay, this is gonna blow your mind. But you know how we were complaining that we can't turn? I don't know if it's because I have the gamepad and the controller. I'm pulling the trigger on the controller, and I'm turning.
You're doing what now?
I'm rotating by holding the trigger on the Go controller.
Well, I'm a little jealous. I wish I could turn.
But I can't walk with it now.
Okay, well, I have a gun. It seems to work. I've shot you a handful of times now.
Let's see if we can find the door so that we can actually get out to where the zombies are. Because this is like just the loading room where you pick the weapons you want. Okay,
Where did you
here's
go?
the door over here. I would shine my flashlight so you could see.
Well, I can't turn around, so that makes this complicated.
Where are you? I've like totally lost you now. This is kind of more of a hide and seek game.
No, come on. I mean, I want to be nice, but this isn't a
Here
hide
you
and
are.
seek game. This is a poorly designed mechanics game. The story might be good. The gun looks cool, but the mechanics of getting around the world are so bizarre that I'm having a hard time even getting into the game because it's bizarre.
Are you able to get out this exit that we're standing by?
Ugh. Try.
Wrong way. It's behind you.
I know I have to go the long way so I can turn around. Okay, let's do this.
The controller does make it a whole lot easier, but I'm sorry, the gamepad. Oh wait, this isn't outside. This is the basement. I did not know this was here. Are you making
pull
love to
gun
that?
into my butt? Thank you. I can't seem to walk.
Ooh, going downstairs is a little nauseating.
I will take that,
Uh-oh.
please.
Am I out of fuel now? Yep, 0 units of fuel remaining. All right, well, good to know.
Well, you've made some bad choices.
Yeah, I used up my flamethrower, and I guess I should have bought another gun. All right, well, should we take the headsets off and give our final thoughts on this?
Yeah, I think I'm done in this world. I'm kind of
Alright.
envying this bear right now.
All right, so I'll see you when we got our headsets off. All right, we got our headsets off. So, Luke, I know you have some opinions. Let's hear your opinions.
I know I'm not known to have a lot of opinions, so this may shock a lot of people. But no, here's the thing. I'm all about innovators, right? Elon Musk and Steve Jobs. They pushed the boundaries. They asked what could be done different. However, general locomotion in video games has been around for 30 plus years, and I just feel like the way that it's done in this game, it didn't make things better. Like trying to come up with a new way of moving around is so, I wouldn't even say counterintuitive. It's not opposite of what I would expect, because I could eventually get used to that. It's a 90-degree angle off from what I expect. So I'm having to adjust everything by that much. And it's just so bizarre, just moving around the game. If you're expecting me to try to shoot a zombie, which by the way, I never saw because I never got a chance to get there. But if I'm supposed to shoot a zombie and I can't figure out how to walk forwards or backwards or run, yeah, I'm having a hard time with that. And I feel like half the time I want to shoot the zombie, I'm probably just going to shoot him in the face with a flashlight. I don't think I'm actually going to shoot him because I don't have a gun that shoots when I pull the trigger. It's really, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of things in that game that were cool, as far as like the where he had it decorated and the world looked kind of fun and you can move around in the world. But so much of that I never got a chance to enjoy because I couldn't figure out how to stink and move around the game.
You mentioned this whenever we were doing pickup league hockey, is the Oculus Go is a unique device because it's not just about gamers getting a new gaming console.
Right.
The Oculus Go it's an entirely new type of experience. You almost can't even compare it to current virtual reality stuff out there because, yes, it's virtual reality. Yes, it's immersive like those, but it's pick up and go, and it's so simple until Oculus broke it today with their library update.
Yep.
It's so simple to use that I find that a lot of users that I'm talking with on Facebook and Reddit, they're twice my age because it's so easy and it's so affordable. I mean, $200 and you can get a virtual reality headset that you just put on and you go, and you can watch movies, you can play games. And you take something like this, which is a fun app, but you have to do a lot of extra work to figure out how to make it fun. I mean, the fact that you can't use the standard controller and sit down and play, that's going to be a deal breaker for a lot of people. It's not a deal breaker for me. I've enjoyed playing this game, and I actually kind of want to even play the first one, which I wish I had my computer screen up so I could see what it is, but The Secret of Harrow Manor. I could see how that would be a lot of fun playing with a buddy. But if your buddy doesn't have a gamepad, if your buddy is locked in a position where he can't stand up and move around, like, oh my goodness, there's been so many articles about people using Oculus Go headsets to help people who are, stuck in a hospital bed. Someone in a hospital bed couldn't play this. Somebody who's stuck.
I use my Go. I'm the guy who takes my Go on the airplane. When I travel for work and stuff, I have my Go on the airplane. And it's not just for watching videos so that it's fun, but I play games and stuff from the Go because you don't need a lot of movement. You don't flail your arms and stuff. It's just one little controller. And so it's a lot of fun to be able to do that. You could not do that with this game. I'll absolutely give it another try at some point, maybe standing up and I'm not recording. I can move around a little more freely and not try to stay within my zone here. But I still, even if the gameplay and the storyline is amazing, in this case, I feel like this was just a bad choice. This was, let's make the movement mechanism of the game not what anybody would expect. And I love a game that's intuitive. Like, I love that there's controls, like for Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. If you'd never looked at the controls, you could probably figure it out. It's pretty intuitive. This game, you wouldn't figure it out. It's not intuitive. I would have never thought that to walk backwards, I had to swipe and hold from center to left on the trackpad. I would have never guessed that.
you're asking for 1-star ratings. And even, I can't remember if it's a free app or if we were given a code to check this out. I honestly can't remember, but you're just asking for 1-star ratings. Even if your target audience is not that casual person who just wants to throw it on and play. Even if your target audience is, well, I really don't want people to use the Go controller. I want them to use the gamepad, or I don't want people to play this sitting down. That goes totally against my vision. I can get that, but you're just asking for 1-star ratings. And then the people who you do want to use this app, the people who you have envisioned to use this, aren't even going to try it because they're going to see this on the store and it's got a 2 or 3-star rating, which I honestly, I don't know what's rated.
And there wasn't enough, after playing that, there wasn't enough things of action. It wasn't like they ran out of places to put actions. Sometimes you have limited abilities of what you want your app to do. A lot of things, but the controller only allows so much, so you have to get creative with things. This app can't fall on that as an excuse. Forward should be forward, backward should be backward. There were still plenty of other things you could have done on the controller to make that work. Like I said, I will try it again in the future to give it a fair shot to actually see the gameplay. I never got to that. But as far as my keep it or delete it scoring goes, I'm probably going to delete it after I give it one more shot if I'm in a swivel chair or something like that. I don't like to play standing up with my eyes not being able to see. I just think that's not a safe way to play. I prefer to sit in a swivel chair, so I'll go get my swivel chair out of the office. I will give it another try, and then I'm probably going to delete it.
Yeah, I think this is a keep for me because I did enjoy it. But if I can't find, and on the Go Community, they're playing the second game because it's more built for. I want to say they said it's deathmatch, but I haven't had an opportunity to play with anybody yet. But this is another one of those games. Any game that's got multiplayer, it's got the ability to be played more than once. But being able to find somebody who can handle the movement mechanics in this and enjoy it, it's going to be a little bit tougher than other games. Like you and I, we reviewed Death Horizon previously, and that just works. Sure, in the multiplayer mode, you're not moving around and stuff, but there's other games to where you can move around and shoot. I mean, shoot, we were playing Slightly Heroes, and yes, that's a big developer, but the big development part is mostly coming from, the graphic standpoint and the back end tracking and everything. All the stuff is there. We just need different movement mechanics. This is a key for me. Both these games are good games. The people I've talked to who played this really enjoy these games.
Interesting.
But the movement, you can't. Barrier of entry, is that the phrase? It's just you just ask people to hate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's a lot of the games review where I say I'd like it. I know that if I put this Go on my dad and let him play it, he'd figure it out. If I put this game in front of my dad, he wouldn't give it 2 more seconds. Like, there's just no way.
Yeah, you could never use either one of these apps to introduce somebody to the Go.
No, absolutely not.
All right, well, I think we've said enough about these apps. Again, we enjoy them, but the movement is kind of a killer. But hey, if you like zombie games, if you like the aspect of there's some really clever things in here, like very low lighting so you don't get sick when moving around. You can feel pretty comfortable playing with the gamepad. You have one that works. Try out this game. Go find both these games. We'll link them in the description. You will enjoy these games. But if you're somebody who's like, hey, I got my stock Go, I got my stock controller for the Go, I want to be able to use that, I want to be able to sit down, this isn't for you.
Yep.
So that wraps up another episode of Go Bros. Don't forget to check out our Patreon page at gobros.tv. We have a lot of extra content up there. It's not just about asking you for money. There's a bunch of free stuff you can take a look at. But if you're willing to throw us $1, it helps us to review even more apps, helps pay for some of our time to make these videos. I mean, we're spending hours today just recording episode after episode after episode, and then we're going to spend hours editing them. So check them out. Luke, what else we got for them?
Well, yeah, and please subscribe. We love having YouTube subscribers. It helps us. Our goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers. That's that first milestone in the YouTube creator land. Give us a thumbs up if you liked this video. Give us a thumbs down if you didn't. But either way, leave some comments below and let us know what you did or did not like about the video. And as always, don't forget to hit that bell button so that you can get notified the next time that we upload a video to you.
All right, well, I'm Philip with Go Bros.
And I'm Luke, and we will see you guys in the next episode.